You be the judge.
Here we
You
go.
want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Order in the court.
Tony, are you prepared to play an exciting round of spoof or no spoof? Spoof
Hey, that's an easy title.
or no spoof? I'm going to read an article
Sure,
to you
if I can remember the title, you bet.
from someplace, and then you tell me if this is a spoof or not a spoof, because let me tell you, it's kind of hard to distinguish these days, isn't it? I mean, everybody's had to apologize. Oh, sorry. We reported that story like it were true, and it wasn't true. Now we've got egg on our face because sometimes parody resembles reality a little too closely. Here we go. Creative worship services drawing the young. But some worry it's going too far. Having a worship that's experience. I wish I had that article about Jesus culture. Just the language that they use. It's this perpetual, I just feel his embrace all the time. And we keep the fire burning because the fire is blazing like a burning fire. And our embers aren't going to grow cold because of the burning love that Jesus has for us. Exactly.
Right there. Stop it.
Creative worship services drawing the young. Some worry it's going too far. So there's a church, we'll just say, it's in Atlanta. In the last 5 years, traditional liturgy has evolved into Holy Spirit-driven, multi-sensory events where fog concert lights, prophetic paintings. Prophetic paintings? So you get the prophecy through the brush, apparently. And aerialist performances are all used to help.
Trapeze people?
Yep, you got it. Dangling from it's kind of Cirque du Soleil like. All used to help usher. He's from Atlanta, by the way. All used to help usher churchgoers into incredible encounters with God. Quote from the pastor: "We've had some incredible experiences.
Haven't we all?
We've had some incredible, that too. We've had some incredible experiences with fog."
You be the judge.
You want answers? I think
Spoof
I'm
or
entitled.
no
You
spoof,
want
Tony?
answers? I want the truth. You can't
We've had some
handle the
incredible
truth. Order in the court.
experiences with fog.
I so want that to be a Babylon Bee story. That it must
Christian
be
Post
true.
is an
Yeah.
actual church in Atlanta. I'd read about this a few weeks ago. That they did the aerial thing, spinning around on a rope from the ceiling,
Yeah.
because we all know that comes from the book.
Well, then you're closer to God up there.
Something somewhere in the Bible. I'm pretty certain one of these hacks could find a verse in the Old Testament. Oh, I know. When they lowered the man from the ceiling so that Jesus could heal him.
There you
Boom!
go. That's
Biblical
not a-
precedent.
Hey,
Right
that's
there,
not a stretch
Pally
at all.
boy.
I'm right there with you.
I'm just thinking, enough of this wretched business. I want to get rich. I'm going to go start a church. I could do it with theology like that and exegesis
Yeah.
of that level. Hey, speaking of exegesis, very excited. In fact, I even know the date, I think. Somewhat tentative yet, but on August 18th, going to be spending 4 hours in the studio teaching hermeneutics. And we're going to record it. It's going to have a better workbook. It's going to have more verses that you can see how to use the principalizing bridge to cross over time, culture, testaments, language. It's going to be magnificent. I can't wait. And we'll launch that this fall in time for Christmas. We're gonna replace the old one with the new one, and it should be super groovy, because if people understood hermeneutics, they go, you can't do that with that verse. Jesus wasn't endorsing aerialists during the church service because somebody got lowered from the ceiling because the crowds were too large to get to him.
Well, you got a Bible
I sure
verse
hope
and
the
it-
pastor,
you twisted
can I call him
enough.
pastor, of this clam
No.
bake in Atlanta doesn't hear this, because he's probably going, hey, I could use that. That'll fly. Please note this. All of these things, these gizmos, fog, aerialists, just whatever they can create, prophetic paintings, concert lights, to usher churchgoers into incredible encounters with God. Can I just tell you, If you had an encounter with God in your non-glorified body, you'd be dead. This whole, don't you feel his presence? No, you don't feel his presence. But maybe you've been in a circumstance, a situation where it's like, wow, I have got a sensation, I have got a feeling that is this overwhelming sense that God is near and he is in control. What is that? It's not mysticism. What that is your brain simply acknowledging what's true. Yeah, we don't want to become Watchman Nee-like and, this spiritualized life, and every second we're thinking a thought about Jesus. Let's not go overboard here. But God is near us, and he's always with us. And all you need to do is be mindful of it. And that's why you get feelings. It comes from your mind, not just some mystical experience like I'm feeling God, because if God were that close to you, you'd be toast. Quote,
so you're saying it's more than a feeling.
Or, if you will,
Boston would actually...
It's nothing more than a feeling. Feelings. Nothing more than feeling. But they can come from your mind if you're just mindful and remembering the promises of God that he is near to you. Until tomorrow, enjoy the fog and go serve your king.